What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about the AEW Women's Division, a division that just came off its best year ever in 2025, but now finds itself at a crossroads in 2026. So let's break it down. "2025 was the year the women's division leveled up. Stronger matches, bigger storylines, more consistent TV time, and clear growth in star power. There was real momentum, and naturally, heading into 2026, the appetite was for more. But here's the thing about growth. Sometimes it comes with growing pains. In just a few months, AEW crowned a new AEW Women's Champion, a new TBS Champion, introduced Women's Tag Team Championships, produced the first ever Women's Blood and Guts, and ran a tag team tournament, while quietly writing out two of its top stars from the title pictures. That's a lot of moving parts. And when you move that fast, sometimes you lose focus on what matters most, like character development and emotional investment. Which brings us to Kris Statlander. Kris Statlander had one of the most important title reigns in the division's history, and she delivered. She had some of the best women's matches during her run. But here's the issue. Kris needed more care than established stars like Toni Storm and Mercedes Moné. There's an old saying, the title doesn't make the person makes the title. It felt like AEW believed putting the championship on Kris would automatically cement her in the eyes of the audience. But that's not how it works. During her reign, we saw abrupt personality shifts, changes in attire, theme song adjustments, and minor character tweaks. She was still finding herself in real time on national television. And to be fair, she was improving week after week. Kris wasn't a finished product when she won the championship, but by the end of her run, she felt more transparent and authentic than ever. On the opposite end of the spectrum is Thekla. In less than a year, Thekla has become one of the most complete characters in the entire division. Every opportunity she's gotten, she's crushed it. From the beginning of AEW, fans have argued that the women need more time, and I agree. But here's my counterpoint. When you get the time, you have to maximize it. And Thekla has done exactly that. She came in expecting to feud with Jamie Hayter, but Hayter gets hurt. So they pivot. Then she feuds with Queen Aminata, and that summer program elevated both women. Then she aligns with the Sisters of Sin and immediately shows chemistry with them. She finally gets her match with Jamie on pay-per-view, a rare non-title women's match, and she delivers. She waits, she builds, and she earns it. In her feud with Kris Statlander, she delivered some of the best promos in women's division outside of Toni Storm. Thekla, the heel, started stealing fan support from the babyface Kris Statlander, and eventually, she earned the AEW Women's Championship. But now comes the hardest part. Being champion isn't just about having great matches. You have to carry the belt. You have to carry the story. You have to create tension. You have to elevate your challengers and maintain audience investment. That brings us to Willow Nightingale. Willow is currently the first ever double champion in AEW women's history. And honestly, it's tough to book a double champion. Willow's big moment was winning the TBS championship and defeating Mercedes Moné. But she was already a tag team champion when she did it. So for the first month of 2026, Willow was carrying around a tag title without a functioning tag division and carrying around a TBS title without clear challengers set up. That's not ideal for storytelling. It creates confusion instead of momentum. AEW seems to be going in overdrive to bring in new talent to fill out a shallow on-screen division. And yes, new talent helps, but there's also a strong case for reinvesting in original roster members who are still there but underutilized. Balance matters. You can't just add more championships and assume the division will sustain itself. Structure matters, focus matters, characters matter. So what's next? That's the big question. Can the AEW women's division stabilize itself? Let its champions breathe, develop more layered rivalries, build more long-term identity? Or will the pressure of the expansion crack the foundation? 2026 might be the most important year in the division's history because now it's not about proving they can be great, it's about proving they can consistently contribute to great television. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And let me know in the comments, is Thekla ready for a long reign? Did Kris Statlander's run end too soon? And should AEW cool it with the W champions for a while? Let me know. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.